Welcome to this exciting video. Today we are diving into the world of futuristic designs where we will be going to design this website hero section and walking through some advanced Figma prototypes and interactions. I will guide you through the process step by step, so stick around and let's unlock some new techniques together. This is Figma project opened. The first thing is that name your project. We have these two pages. One is for design and the second is for the brief. So these are the copy and the direction for the design. On the right side, I attach some color styles. So to start anything, we need to create a frame first. Under the desktop, I will choose MacBook Pro 16, which is 1728 pixel wide. Then we will add a grid layout. Column grid, we will leave just 80 pixel margin. And column 1, perfect. Then we will change the background color of the frame to this light gray. So if you see in the brief, we have this brief content which we will use in the design. We have hero title, hero subtitle, courses, and yes, we will add an hero image. For that, we will make the layout. So in the center, we will display the image. On the left, we will add the hero title and subtitle, and on the right, we will display the courses. So I will select the rectangle and will draw a rectangle which will be about 700 wide or 710 pixel. Align it in the middle. We will fill it with that light gray and the stroke color should be more darker. So first of all, we will add a logo 01. It will be just a dummy logo name. We'll change the font to Meltamino, bold, and 30 pixels. Then we will add a separate line which should be the light gray. Now we will add a hero title. We will just copy from the brief by pressing Ctrl C and we'll paste it here by pressing Ctrl V. And change the font to Meltamino, bold, and 35 pixels. Then we need that hero paragraph. So let's go and copy that and paste it here. The size is fine. We'll just change the font. Okay, before adding any further content, I want to jump to the hero image, which is interesting. Before that, let's turn off the grid to see the design clearly. So here we will display an image that I already have in the folder. We will drag it to the Figma canvas. Now you will be thinking from where I downloaded this image. So I generated this futuristic image by using one of the AI tools, Leonardo.ai. Let me show it to you. Open Leonardo.ai in your favorite browser. There are a lot of options, but I'm not going to discuss that for now. In the middle, you will see the option for image creation. Here you can see I created these images recently. Again, a lot of options, but we will stick to the topic. In the free plan, you have 150 coins, which you can easily use for limited creations. So here you can put your prompt for anything you want to create and hit enter. It will take a few seconds for the creations. By the way, for downloading any image, just click on that download icon. Now, once you download the image, you will need to remove the background. You can simply use the Figma plugin called Remove BG. It will remove the background, but it reduces the quality of the image. But there are many online and offline free tools to remove your image background. Alright, this is fine, so I will crop it a bit. Then I don't want to keep it as it is. Want to mask it in a shape. For that, I will use the pen tool. So I will draw something random like this. We will remove the stroke and fill it. Send it back by pressing Shift Ctrl left square bracket. Then use as a mask. Then I will create another shape like this behind it by using the pin tool again. Something like this. Let me adjust it. Remove the stroke and fill it, and it should be in that purple color. Then I will apply a bit of roundness. Perfect. Group it by pressing Ctrl G and move it upward. Now in the background we will add some gradients that we will make movable in the last. So I will drag that rectangle here and select the ellipse tool. We'll draw a small one, should be that pink. I will apply the effect layer blur. We will give it a high value to make it too blurry. Then we will create another copy of it by dragging and holding the Shift and Alt key. It should be in that purple color. So similarly we will create other circles and will mask it to this rectangle. Alright, so we have masked those blurry circles to the rectangle. Now we'll place it behind that image. So now we will add some dot pattern behind the image too. So I will select the line tool and will draw a line here. It should be in that light gray color. Inside the setting panel, we will make it a dashed line and rounded caps. Dot size should be 0.2 and the gap between the dots should be 30 or 32. Now we will create multiple copies of this line by pressing Ctrl D. There are multiple ways to create patterns, but I will follow this simple method for now. Let me align these lines inside the rectangle. Group it and middle align. Let me adjust the same space from all the sides and bring it back by pressing Shift Ctrl left square bracket. Okay, now it's looking perfect and we're done with the hero image. So let's move back to the left side. Actually, this separated line will connect to the end and I will create two copies by dragging and holding the Shift and Alt key down here, because we are going to add some students reviews details. Like I will write 50 plus. Okay, let's turn on the grid to see the boundaries. Here below I will write courses, so 50 plus courses. I will make this one bold and 24 pixels. Then I will create a copy of this and I will change it to 2K reviews. Here below we will mention about students, like 1 million students, and here will be some students images. For that I will select the ellipse tool and will make a small circle about 65 pixels, also an outline. So create 2 more copies and align it equally. Then we need to insert some profile images. For that we will search for a plugin called user profile. With the help of this we can insert random photos by just clicking this button. Then we will change the outline color to this light gray and let me adjust the positions. Okay, here in the empty space we will make some random graphic elements or shapes. Like this. Alright, let's move to the right side. Copy that line here. So here we will make a hamburger menu. I will write menu, should be in uppercase and 26 pixels. Here on the right side, I will make 2 lines. Well, something like this. Okay, looks fine. So here below we will display 3 main courses and others will be on another page. So we will create a rectangle here, stroke and unfill, and the outline color will be light gray. Now we will paste the text inside it for each course, which we will just copy from this brief. Let me copy the title and paste it here in the box. Need to change the font to Meltmino. 20 pixels is fine and bold. Now we need to copy that short line and paste it here. The font should be Meltmino and the size is fine. So here on the top right we will create the arrow icon. But first we will make a placeholder for it, like this, and will be the same as the stroke color. So the main thing is to search the icons for it. We will use the plugin called Iconify. So I will search and use some similar keywords to find best fit icon. I think this one is perfect for AI and human basics. So I'll place it here. We'll increase the size and also need to increase the stroke size. I think 3 pixels is fine. And in this corner placeholder, we will place the arrow icon. So just select that arrow and make something like this. Let me adjust it in the placeholder like this. For this text, we will check this none button. Okay, great. Now similarly, we will make those other 2 tabs for the courses. Okay, so we have the courses tabs ready. The last thing is to create a dynamic CTA button. For that, we will create a circle about that much. Let me turn off the grid, so I will apply the gradient, but radial. I will make the one pure white and this one will be like the background. So move this one closer to the white to make something like this. Now here we are going to make a rotator progress type circle. So I will select it and press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. Then we will remove the gradient from it and apply the stroke. Then apply the gradient but angular. Let's change the color to that light gray and that purple. and this gradient circle closer to the end. So you can see the effect, and the stroke size will be 2 pixels. Inside the button, we will write Explore All, bold, and that purple, and align it in the middle of the button. I will rotate this circle and will reflect horizontally to make it clockwise. Group it and I will adjust the position. Perfect. Now the last thing in the design process is to make those scrollable social media icons. So I will select the rectangle tool and draw something like this. I will set the width to 300 or a bit more, and the height to 50 pixels. Will be the pure black and the corner 100% rounded. Middle align. Now it's time to put some social media icons inside this tab. For that, I will just quickly search in the community for saving our time. So open the community tab and search for social icons. There are a lot of pegs, but I think this one is fine. Just click and open in Figma. So the icons created goes to this person. Okay, so we need these solid icons. We will just copy and paste it inside our project. From the selection color, we will change the icons to black and the background of the icons to white. We will reduce the size and will fit inside the tab. Actually, these icons are not grouped together, so we will try to group it one by one. We don't need some of the icons, so I will remove it. And then we will distribute it horizontally. Put it inside the tab. Let me adjust it. Now we are going to mask it to the tab. So I will drag it down, also the tab, select both and use it as mask. Delete that one and place it there. Now we need 2 arrow icons. We can find that from the feather icons plugin. Here it is. So we will change the color and place it on both sides. Group all these elements together. So finally, we are done with the design part. Now it's time to jump to the prototype to put life in these elements. So I will start from these social icons to make it scrollable. So please follow me carefully. Right click, frame selection, then create a component. Then apply a property of variant. If you click on this little plus icon, it will create another copy. So the first one is the default tab where we will make this left arrow gray to show that there is nothing on the left. Similarly, on the second variant, we will change the color of the right arrow. Also, here we will move the icons group to the right. Now open the prototype panel and connect this one to the second variant. On drag, smart animate, ease in and 500 ms. Then connect the second tab to the first one again. Here also will be the same properties. Then we will connect the first tab right arrow to the second tab. This time on click and other thing will be the same. Similarly, the second tab left arrow will be connected to the first. Now if we go to the assets panel under the locals, we will find the component for this. Just drag it to the canvas, remove that one and place it there. So if we check it in the preview, first we will check the arrows. Yes, working fine. Also, if we drag it, it's also working. Alright, now let's come to this background gradient. We will try to move those blurry shapes continuously moving. Let's copy that. Again, frame selection, create components, then apply a property of variant. Click on that plus icon to create another copy. Now we will change the position of those blurry shapes in one of the rectangles. Like this. It is better to move the shapes by using keyboard arrow keys. Now connect the first rectangle to the second. After delay, 1 ms, smart animate, linear, and 4000 to move the shapes very slowly. Similarly, connect it back to the first one, and all the properties will be the same. So remove that one and find the component there and place it in the middle here. So if we check it in the preview, you can see those shapes are moving very slowly. One thing that I want to change is the red shape position. Like this. Next, we will make this button movable. Like we will rotate this outline continuously around the button. So let's create a copy. Right click, frame selection, create component, apply variant property. Create another copy. So if you see the first one is here, so basically we will take start from here. So select the outline in the second shape and rotate it about this much. Then create another copy, rotate it about this much, again create another and rotate it about this much. Now we'll just simply connect these variants together and we'll set the properties to after delay 1 ms and the duration will be about 1500 ms. The same properties will be for all. And connect the last one to the first one again with the same properties. Now we'll place that component here. If you check it in the preview, yeah, it's working perfectly. You can see it rotating continuously. Alright, the final thing is to add the hover effect to these courses tabs. For that, we will create a copy of this one. Rotate the arrow. Create a copy by dragging and holding the Shift and Alt key. Group it together. This one will be in that purple color. Now we need to mask these arrows to this square shape. So we will create a copy by pressing Ctrl C and Ctrl V, then select the both and use it as a mask. Now right click, frame selection, create component and add a property of variant. Create another copy. So now we will move this arrow to the right when someone hover over it. Now We will again rotate this arrow. Similarly, this one too. Now we will simply connect the default box to the active box. While hovering, Smart Animate, Ease In, 500 ms. Similarly, this one goes back to the default. While hovering, and other things will be the same. Let's remove these boxes from the frame and drag that component here. We removed that line. So now we will check it in the preview. Yes, the arrow is working fine when we hover over it. Now we will just quickly update it for those other two boxes. We'll copy those elements in these component boxes. We will copy all the texts and the icons. Okay, perfect. So we are going to check it again. So you can see everything is live and looking nice. I hope you learned a lot from this video. Thanks for watching. Stick around for more upcoming creative content.